If you haven't been paying attention to what's going on in the world because you've stupidly been paying attention to your own life, we'll bring you up to speed on this week's top stories to help inform you and lower your quality of life. Coming up. Good evening and welcome to We Lie to You News. We'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas, but that's uninclusive to people that don't celebrate Christmas. And we would wish you Happy Holidays, but that's uninclusive to people that aren't happy. So we would just say holidays, but that's uninclusive to Asians who pronounce it as holidays. So everyone can just f off equally this time of year. Recently, on a New York City subway, an illegal immigrant who was previously deported by the Trump administration and then just came back under the Biden administration lit a 29-year-old lady on fire, killing her. In response to this barbaric strategy, New York Governor Kathy Hochul announced how she has previously took action to make subways safer, and as a result, crime on subways is going down. That seems accurate. Additional subway stats from this week alone: in addition to the woman who was burned to death, a 69-year-old man was killed on the subway after being stabbed in the chest. Another was stabbed in the face. A 32-year-old got in on the getting stabbed in the chest while the getting was good. A 17-year-old girl was knifed in the face. And a 72-year-old man was pushed onto the tracks and now requires spinal surgeries and has head lacerations. And a big thank you to Kathy Hochul's efforts, because this is what safer on the subways looks like. And we can promise you she's not even gaslighting you on that, because we assure you all the gas is being used to light passengers on fire to make the subways even safer. Meanwhile, President Brandon used his cold dead hand to pardon murderous pedophiles from death row in an effort to make everywhere just as safe as New York City subways. On the other hand, President Trump, while speaking at Turning Point USA in Phoenix, announced he'll be reducing the number of kids being sliced by knives.
With the stroke of my pen on day one, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy. And I will sign executive orders to end child sexual mutilation.
Those who are politically pro-mutilation did not like that. And President Trump went on to say this:
It will be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
He thinks there's only two genders? How did this guy win the election? We can say this: we don't know how the Trump administration is going to deal with the left when they confront him with all the scientific proof of the other 71 genders. So stay tuned for that. And in other news, the NBA has lost 45% of its viewers since 2012 because basically everything about it sucks. Moving along. Meanwhile, in California, Gavin Newsom has announced a bird flu state of emergency. He also said that this announcement is proactive action, meaning there is not an emergency, yet is announcing an emergency in case there is an emergency. And that's why Democrats and their policies are doing so well right now. Better than ever, some would say. And San Francisco's health department has announced their new health czar, who looks exactly the way you'd expect a health czar in California to look like. She looks like this. The health czar, who has her own zip code, claims that eating less cake is oppression. And you can look forward to learning more about health from her. That's it for today's news. Merry Christmas! Or if you don't celebrate Christmas and you're not mentally stable enough to feel fine anyway, then maybe you should celebrate Christmas and what it stands for. We'll be haunting you in the new year. Good night! My friend, you have no idea how protected I am from EMFs at the moment. We're living in a new paradigm where some of the tyranny is being broken that says you're not allowed to talk about the harmful dangers of EMFs. Well, screw that tyranny. I'm going to talk about it because EMFs are something I feel as though are a threat to our health. So I'm not going to lay around and be helpless about it. I'm going to do something about it. And Bond Charge has a whole line of EMF shielding products that support me. By the way, now is a better time than ever to get your hands on Bond Charge EMF shielding products because they're offering a massive 25% off Black Friday discount. Here's what I got cooking at my workstation. I always am using the BondCharge EMF radiation blocking laptop mat. I've got the harmonizing sticker on my phone to help neutralize harmful EMF radiation, and I'm wearing the EMF radiation blocking baseball hat. I'm wearing the EMF radiation blocking hoodie, and I'm even using the EMF radiation blocking blanket. If your health is important to you, then you probably know no one else is going to take care of it other than you. But BondCharge is here to help you do it, especially with their 25% off Black Friday discount. You can take advantage of it now by going to bondcharge.com/JP, and for a full 25% off everything BondCharge offers, including their EMF shielding products, use the discount code JP25. You'll thank me for it.